What's going on? It's Edwin. I want to share with you today a cool hack I am messing around with to get more leads if you have a B2B funnel. So if you have a funnel where you're sending people to hopefully get their lead and then turn that lead into a booked call, here's a hack that I'm messing around with that is gonna get me, in theory, more book calls for me and my clients. And here's a very common thing you will see in this space is you'll send people to a page where they'll put their name, email, and phone number. And the theory behind that is the people who put their information and they get redirected to the next page, maybe a VSL page, and they don't book a call. You have now their information to then potentially get a setter, an SDR to call them and try to book them. Here's what I'm noticing, and it's interesting, right? Because everybody follows everybody else, so people assume this is the best way to do it. And in theory, it makes sense, right? Get their information. If they fall off, I can still contact them. But here's what I'm noticing, and from speaking with tons of clients and people a lot smarter than me, people are putting fake information on these pages. So a lot of times you'll have as high as 50 to 60%, sometimes even 70% of people who are going through that are putting fake information, right? So you having that step isn't really helping you out because the information that you're on there, right, isn't accurate. So that's one part. The second part is there's a lot of people who are going to that, and when they see, hey, these people are asking for my phone number, the market's sophisticated. They know you're gonna call them, right? So they're hesitant to even put their information in there. So they might be part of the group of the people that put the fake information, or what ends up happening is they go to the page and then they're like, screw this, I don't wanna put my information, and then they bounce. And me kind of thinking about that makes me realize something, is that the goal of marketing is to not only get awareness, but to get somebody to know, like, and trust you, and to ultimately book a call, right, and buy your stuff. When somebody is hearing about you for the first time, it is a big ask to ask for somebody's phone number, especially if it's a B2B kind of business owner. They know the game. They know you're gonna blow them up, you're gonna get called. And the thing is, people hate buying, people hate being sold to, but they love buying. And what that basically means is that if they're aware they're in the sales process, they reject it. But if they're able to make the purchase on their own speed, at their own pace, and make the decision, their decision, not your decision, not on your timeline, but on their timeline, conversions are gonna go up. So hearing out of this, knowing out of this, a new hack I'm playing around with is, okay, if I already know people are gonna put their fake information, or there's gonna be a group of people that are just gonna get either turned off or intimidated or not interested in putting their phone number, why not just ask for their email, right? And that way you have more throughput. People are still doing a micro commitment. They're putting some type of information. People are, I guess, trained to put their emails, because, right, emails are easy to ignore. So the barrier of entry is a lot lower compared to a phone call where you're blowing them up, and it could affect their maybe quality of life is too strong a word, but it could affect their day-to-day where you're just annoying them. So the thing I'm gonna start playing around with, and from me asking around, and a lot of really smart people are doing this already, is instead of, again, asking for name, email, phone number, you just ask for their email, get more throughput over to your VSL. And now you have the people that were putting fake information, you can now build trust, desire, and actually get them wanting to book a call in their own time. And the people that would have been turned away and turned off from you asking for their name, email, phone number, now you just got them. So now you've got a bigger group of people that should be your ideal people watching your sales video to convince them about you, your offer, and all of that. And the biggest key too is not that you have their email. You can now send them emails where, again, you build know, like, trust, you nurture them, you send them cool stuff, you send them tips, value, case studies, whatever it is. And I'm gonna make more future videos on this because I'm really fascinated by this area. I think email marketing is such a very underrated and underutilized tool when it comes to B2B funnels, because everybody just wants the phone number, they just want the call, they want the sale now. But there's gonna be people, right, that buy now, there's gonna be people that buy later, and there's gonna be people that buy 2 years from now. Like everybody has their own timeline. So yeah, this is one thing that I'm going to be testing out. I'm already seeing much better results, more throughput, more people actually booking calls by asking for less information up front. So use this, test this in your funnels. I'm going to be doing more testing with it, and I will report back. And again, remember, you're getting their email. So make sure you have an email sequence. And I've been talking to a few agency owners and service providers. They don't really have an email sequence set up. So that's already right there an area where you could jump on that and capitalize and honestly zoom past your competition, because everybody's obsessed with getting the phone number when trust hasn't been built up, when rapport hasn't been built up. And also, if you have a setter team and you're telling them, hey, call these opt-in leads or these survey leads, you're gonna burn them out, because here's one last thing, and I'm gonna end this video, that I got from somebody, is they are gonna start resenting doing that, because again, 70% of the numbers are fake. So they're wasting time all day calling numbers that don't pick up. And what's an interesting statistic as well, which I wasn't even aware of, asking for their phone number, the people that don't end up booking a call, right? But they put let's say they put their real phone number. You will see a higher percentage of people who you manually book, right? Who put a real phone number, but they didn't book a call on their own. You'll see a high percentage of those people no showing on the booked call that you just scheduled for them, because there's a reason they didn't book a call yet. They weren't ready. So with all of that said, hopefully I just gave you a whole pitch on why you should ask for less information up front, because you're gonna end up actually getting a bigger pool and bigger pocket of people later on. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'd love to answer it. Again, I'm doing this for my clients. I'm gonna do it for myself as well. And again, so far I'm seeing really, really good results. So try it for yourself. This is a simple hack to get more B2B leads and more book calls through your funnel. And I cannot wait to hear your results. Catch you next time. Peace.